English Language Form 1 First Midterm. This is the continuation of the lesson. That's amazing. Okay, children, let's continue the lesson. Grammar and punctuation. It's on page 19. Pronouns and possessive pronouns, page 20. Writing articles, page 21. Objectives of the lesson. Students will be able to state the definition of a pronoun. They will be able to recognize pronouns and distinguish them from other parts of speech. Students will be able to define possessive pronoun and explain the purpose of possessive pronoun. Purpose is the goal or aim in writing the article with given facts. Right, children, today we are going to learn about pronouns. Now, who can tell me what is a pronoun? What are pronouns? You have been learning pronouns from your primary classes. Now you are learning this in Form 1. So, who can tell me what is a pronoun? Yes, pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun in the sentence. You always know we replace a pronoun instead of a noun. We use pronouns instead of nouns. That means we are not going to repeat the noun. Instead of the noun, we insert the pronoun. We are not going to repeat the same noun several times. Therefore, without repeating the noun, we are using pronoun. So, some examples. You can see some examples here. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Now we'll see the first example. My mother is at home. My mother is at home. So instead of mother, what are you going to tell? What is the pronoun that you are going to use? You are going to use she. She is at home. Otherwise, we'll have to keep on telling, my mother is at home, my mother is sleeping, my mother is cooking. There you are repeating the word mother several times. So the noun is being repeated several times. So instead of that noun, you are going to replace the pronoun. So you put the word she. Now let's see the other one. John is playing cricket. John is a boy. Therefore, what is the pronoun you are going to use? Tell me, what is the pronoun? It's going to be he. He is playing cricket. He is playing cricket. So when you are writing a sentence, you can write John is playing cricket and he is in the ground. Or you should not tell John is playing cricket and John is in the ground. So instead of that noun, we remove the noun and instead of the noun, we replace with the pronoun. So we'll see the other one, boys. Now the noun here is plural. Boys are running fast. Who are running fast? Boys. So what are you going to replace there? What is the pronoun you are going to write instead of boys? You are going to write they. If you use children are running fast, girls are running fast, or anything plural, if it is a noun, you can put they. Boys are running fast, they are running fast. Okay. Now see the other one. Dog is in the kennel. Dog. Dog is an animal. So it is in the animal. Dog is in the kennel. It is sleeping. You are not going to repeat the word dog again. Did you understand? So is it clear to you all children how to use the pronoun instead of the noun? Okay. Now let's see some more examples. Mother and I went shopping. So mother and I are two people. Mother and I are two. So that is plural there. We went shopping. We went shopping. You can say father and I, brother and I, you and I, whatever it is. When it comes under the plural, you have to use we. Mrs. Ann will teach the children about discipline. Who will teach? Mrs. Ann. To whom is she going to teach? The children. So, Mrs. Ann and children, both are nouns. What are we going to do with that? Yes, what are we going to do? We are going to replace that with a noun. Mrs. Ann. Mrs. Ann is she. So, children, them. That means because it is coming in the middle as an object pronoun. Mrs. Ann will teach the children about discipline. Here Mrs. Ann here is the subject. We have subject pronoun, we have object pronoun. There are many types of pronouns such as reflexive pronouns, possessive pronouns. So today we are going to learn pronouns and possessive pronouns. Now we'll see there are some more examples here. We are in the class. She is my friend. They are my friends. It is my pen. So what are these? What are these words written in red? They are pronoun. We can call them as subject pronoun also because they are the subject of the sentence. So the subject here is we, she, they, it. Now let's see this. Some examples, some more examples of pronouns. Jack and Millie came to tea. Jack is he and Millie is she. Jack is a boy and Millie is a girl. So we call the boy as he and the girl as she. And little Susie, well, that's me. And the little Susie, well, that's me. Now see, he, she, me, they are pronouns here. So the next picture you have I, me, you, he, she, it, we. So we should know when and where to use the pronouns in the correct way. So using pronouns is very important. So I hope you understood what a pronoun is and how and where to replace that instead of a noun. Now let's see some more pronouns. So here you have 5 columns. There you have subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. So in the first person you have I, me, my, mine, myself. Second person you, your, yours, yourself. Third person he, him, his, himself. Likewise, we have Pronouns, how to place them in the first person, second person, and third person. Subject pronouns, we start at the beginning of a sentence. Object pronouns, that comes at the end or in the middle of a sentence. So possessive adjective is my, your, his, her, its, our, your, and their. Possessive pronouns, mine, yours, his, hers, ours, yours, theirs. So you will learn more about this in the next lesson. Possessive pronouns. The earlier lesson we learned pronouns. So here we are going to learn possessive pronouns. Some pronouns are called possessive pronouns. They tell us who owns something. You have an owner for this. Ownership, we have the ownership. Possessive form is a word or grammatical construction used to indicate a relationship of possession in a broad sense. This can include strict ownership. Possessive pronouns show that something belongs to someone. The possessive pronouns are my, your, our, his, her, its, and their. There is also an independent form of each of these pronouns: mine, yours, ours, hers, his, its, and theirs. We use a possessive pronoun to refer to a specific person, people or things belonging to a person or people, belonging to an animal, animals or things. We use possessive pronouns depending on number, singular or plural. So here we can see some examples how we use the possessive pronouns. Now we'll see the first question. This is my book. This is my book. That is our car. These are their bags. Now let's see how we have used the possessive. My book becomes this is mine. You can look at the book and say, if somebody shows you a book and say, what is this, whose is this, you can say, this is mine. This is mine. You are not going to tell, this is mine book. You can't use a noun after using the possessive pronoun. Did you understand? You have to use this is mine. You have to tell this is mine. This book is mine. You can put the book in front. You can put the noun before the possessive pronoun and tell this book is mine. Now let's see the other one. That is our car. That is ours. If somebody shows you a car, then you can tell, if it is yours, you can tell that is ours. But you can't tell that is ours car. That is wrong. Therefore, you have to put the noun before the possessive pronoun. In the third sentence that says, that car is ours. These are their bags. These are their bags. Whose bags? Their bags. So how are they going to use the possessive in that? These are theirs. These are theirs. These bags are theirs. These bags are theirs. You can put the noun before when you use the possessive pronoun. So you have to be very sure when you use the possessive pronoun. You can tell this is mine, this is yours, this is hers, this is ours, this is theirs, or that is. which whatever it is, it should be with the correct usage of the possessive pronoun. Okay, children, let's look at these examples. Now, shall we read the question here? Whose books are these? Whose books are these? Now, imagine these books are shown to you all. So, what are you going to say? How are you going to say that? How are you going to tell the answer? Whose books are these? So, one of you will tell, they are mine. Right? They are mine. They are yours. They are ours. They are hers. You will point somebody else and tell, they are hers. So, what do you refer as they here? They are, but you refer they as books. Here you are using the pronoun there. For the books you are using the pronoun, and to show your ownership you are using the possessive pronoun. Mine, yours, ours, hers. These are mine, these are yours, these are theirs. It should be like that. Okay? So let's see the other one, which is in the right side. They are mine books. They are yours books. They are ours books. They are hers books. Is it correct? Is it correct? No, it's not correct. Why do you say so? Why do you say that it is not correct? Yeah, because they are mine books is wrong, because they have used the noun after the possessive pronouns. They have used the nouns after the possessive pronouns. You can't use the nouns after the possessive pronouns. It should be like the way how we have written in the left side one. They are mine. They are mine. You can't say they are mine books. They are yours books. They are ours books. It should be they are ours. They are yours. Did you understand this, children? I hope you understood this, and it's clear, and you can clarify the difference between the pronouns and the possessive pronouns. You can say they are my books, but you can't say they are mine books. They are my books, they are your books, they are our books, but not as they are mine books, they are yours books, and they are ours book. So be very careful when you use the possessive pronouns. Now you have some more examples for your reference. So let's see, they are about possessive pronouns. A possessive pronoun is a pronoun that is used to indicate possession or ownership. I told you earlier at the beginning itself, you possess something. You show the ownership by using possessive pronouns. Now see the example. This pen is my pen, not your pen. This pen is mine, not yours. Can you see? Instead of my pen, they have used the possessive pronoun mine. Your pen, yours. Can you see the difference here? Now we'll see mine. This is my laptop, it's mine. Yours. These glasses are mine, not yours. You can't say not your. It should be not yours. His. This is my brother's book. It's his. He is the owner. Who is the owner? The brother is the owner of the book. Therefore, you use the word possessive pronoun as his. It's his. Hers. He offered to swap his camera for hers, ours. I'll show you to your room. Ours is next door. I'll show you to your room, and he says ours is next door. Now see the way how the word ours is used there. Yours. The house is yours. The house is yours. Theirs. The ship is theirs. The ship is theirs. So they are the owner of the ship. You are the owner of the house. That means yours and theirs. So moving on to the other possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are words used to indicate that something belongs to someone or has direct relationship with someone else. Understood? But you have direct relationship with someone else. Mine, her parents were far more liberal than mine. Yours. You probably pick up my keys instead of yours. His. You probably pick up my keys instead of his. Hers. Your account of events does not correspond with hers. Your dormitory is no better than ours. His view eventually prevailed over theirs. Our house is not comparable with you. Comparable with you. Now, can you understand this? Now, can you see the difference between the pronouns and the possessive pronouns? Now, you can see in these examples how they have used the possessive pronoun. How they have used the possessive pronoun. So, I hope you understood the lesson possessive pronoun and it's clear to you, and you will use the possessive pronouns in the proper and in the correct way. Now we are going to learn about writing magazine articles. Now werewolves. We learned about werewolves, that is an article about werewolves. Now you saw how the article was written, how the important words, the important sentences or the important notes, they were highlighted and they were boxed in different colors. So when we write an article, we should know all the important things which should be included in an article. So before writing an article, we should be sure about what we are going to write and about what we are going to write and how we are going to write and how we are going to present the information so that it should be eye-catching. To capture your reader's interest and make them want to read the article, the main heading must be eye-catching. It should be eye-catching. Now see, in this article, the writer has used big bad werewolves. Big bad werewolves. He has used an alliteration. Both the words starting with the letter B and with the same sound. So that's gives you an interest. It builds up your curiosity to find out what is this big bad. What is it? Big bad. It creates an interest on you to see why is it written like this, why have they written like this, and let me see. That's why we say it should be eye-catching. Big bad is an example of alliteration where words begin with the same sound. He could have used this device and called the article Ever Wondered About Werewolves or Madness in the Moonlight. So madness in the moonlight, there also you have an alliteration where the word starts with the same letter. The two words, they have started both the words with the same letter. So when writing an article, first we must collect the exact information. What should we do? First we should collect the exact information. Then we should lay out that. We should decide how we are going to write the article with the main heading and with the subheading and the important captured pictures and the boxed articles, the information given in the box. So, where the article will be very interesting for the reader. So, the most important thing is first we should research the subject to find the information that we need. For example, now if you are going to write about an animal, an amazing animal. So, what should you do? First, you must research and find more information that you need. Then you have to think of an eye-catching main heading. You have to think of an eye-catching main heading. Now here they have put big bad, wondered about werewolves, madness in the moonlight. It will be much better if you use the alliteration. And you should make an eye-catching headline so that anybody will like to read. So you can sort out your information under the subheadings. You have to sort out the information under the subheading and decide how you are going to set out the article on the page. Where will the text go? Will some information be boxed? Will some information be highlighted? So you should decide how you are going to write the article and how you are going to present it. Decide what sort of illustration you will use. You have to think of an illustration. Definitely we need some pictures where anybody will love to see some pictures in an article. Sketch the layout in rough so you can see what it will look like. Write and illustrate your article either by hand or on a computer. Finally, you can read through your first draft to see that the information is in a sensible order and that there are no spelling mistakes. So, we should be very sure when we are going to write something to public, right? There will be many to read what we write. So, we have to be ready and the article should have the flow, and when you have the whatever it is, the continuation should have the flow of it and the text should be the same. You can't go out of the topic. So I hope you understood how to write an article. You can get the main idea from the werewolf article, how it is draft, how they have put the main heading, the subheadings and how they have highlighted, how it is boxed and how the pictures are given. So I hope you got an idea of writing an article so you can get ready to write a good article on amazing animals. Now let's summarize the lesson, children. So we have learned about both pronouns and possessive pronouns. I hope it's very clear to you why you use the pronouns and why you use the possessive pronouns and when you are going to use them. So we learned pronouns, we use them instead of a nouns, and possessive pronouns, they show the ownership, they show the possession. So you can identify them and use in the correct position. You can identify them and use in the correct position. You learn the difference between pronouns and possessive pronouns. Now you can write a good article by following the points explained in the lesson. Now, all the points were given to you how to write an article, so you can decide on a topic, you can gather the facts and organize the article in the correct way and write a good article. Thank you.